What happens when you are rejected, not in life, but in death? A woman was denied a final resting place by a family she once called hers, and her son paid the ultimate price. Let me tell you this true life story that will shake you. Watch to the end and tell me what you would have done. Thank you. Once upon a time, in a village where tradition ruled stronger than law, a man was known not only for his wealth, but for his large family. He married a good woman, and together they had 5 beautiful children. But in that society, respect wasn't earned by integrity. It was measured by the number of wives you had. And so, the man took 2 more wives. The household grew larger. Sons and daughters filled the compound. Time passed. The children grew, married, and moved out, each carrying the family's name and history into new homes. Among them was a daughter, kind, strong, full of dreams. She was married off like tradition demanded. But in her marriage was a storm that never settled. After years of pain and disappointment, she returned to her father's house. The dowry never returned. But no one really cared. She was home. At least that's what she thought. Years later, her estranged husband passed away. Even though they had long been separated, she attended his burial as his wife. Because society said once a woman is married, she belongs to that family, whether loved or rejected. But time has a strange way of testing loyalty. When the woman herself died, a storm far worse erupted. Her son, now a young man without wealth or power, wanted to honor his mother. He pleaded with her late husband's family. Please, let me bury my mother beside her husband. That was her home. That was where she belonged. But they refused. She left us. We don't owe her anything, they said coldly. She was no longer one of us. He turned to his uncles, his mother's siblings, and begged, help me talk to them. Help me bury my mother with dignity. But no one stood with him. Some feared conflict. Others simply didn't care. And so, with grief heavy on his shoulders, he buried his mother in his maternal grandfather's compound. But his heart was not at peace. In his pain, in his rage, he spoke words that chilled everyone around. I will take the names of all of you who rejected my mother to the native doctor. A month passed. The boy, our only son, was gunned down by unknown men, shot in cold blood, gone before anyone could even understand why. Now, the same family he once vowed to curse are being asked to contribute money towards his hospital bills. They sit in confusion, whispering behind closed doors. Should we help? What if this is spiritual? What if we are next? Some say let him rest. He brought this upon himself. Others say he was only a boy grieving his mother. And you, if you were one of those people, he said he was taken to the native doctor, would you contribute money for his bills or walk away, fearing the unknown? As a Christian, what would you do? Would you forgive him and help? Or would you say you reap what you sow? And most importantly, when a woman is separated but not divorced from her husband, where does she belong in death? Her father's house or the man she once called husband? Now you have listened to the story. No judgment, please. Just drop your thoughts in my comments. See you again on Friday for a true life story. Marriage struggle, family drama. Love you guys. Bye.